want?
Hello, Billy.
What did you come for?
Come to talk business.
Business? Huh.
I see you still hanging around your jailbird friends.
Yeah, who's it to you who I hang around with?
There's one thing I can't abide. It's a common type of woman.
What did you come for? You got a new barker, ain't you?
Why don't you stay home and sleep at night? You look awful.
He's as good as me, ain't he?
Push your hair back on.
Let my hair be.
If I told you to let it hang down over your eyes, you'd push it back. I hear you've been beating her. If you're sick of her, why don't you leave her? No use beating the poor, skinny little thing.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Don't flatter yourself. If I had any sense, I wouldn't have come here. The things you gotta do when you're in business. I'd sell the damn carousel if I could.
Ain't it crowded without me?
Those fool girls keep asking for you. They miss you, see? Aren't you gonna be sensible and come back?
And leave Julie.
You beat her, don't you?
No, I don't beat her! It's all this damn fool talk about beating. I hit her once! And now the whole town is talking. The next one I hear, I'll
all right, I take it back. And I'm gonna get mixed up in it.
Beating her as if I beat her.
Oh, what's the odds one way or another? Look at the thing straight. You were married 2 months and you're sick of it. Out there's the carousel, show booths, young girls, all the beer you want. A good living, and you're throwing it all away. You know what? I got a new organ.
I know.
How do you know?
You can hear it from here. I listen to it every night.
Good one, ain't it?
Jim Dandy, it's got a nice tone.
You ought to come up close and hear it. Makes you think the carousel's going faster. You belong out there and you know it. You aren't cut out for a respectable married man. You're an artist type. You belong among artists. Tell you what, you come back and I'll give you a ruby ring my husband left me.
I don't know, I might go back. I could still go on living here with Julie.
Moses.
What's the matter?
Could you imagine how the girls would love that? A barker who runs home to his wife every night. Why, people laugh themselves sick.
Yeah, I know what you want.
Don't be so stuck on yourself.
Well, I ain't happy here. And that's the truth.
Of course you ain't.
Do you want anything?
I brought you your coffee.
Why don't you have a talk with her? She'll understand. Maybe she'll be glad to get rid of you.
Yeah, maybe.
Billy, before I forget, I got something to tell you.
All right.
I've been wanting to tell you. In fact, I was going to yesterday.
Well, go ahead.
I can't. I've got to be alone.
Well, can't you see I'm busy talking business here?
It'll only take a minute.
Get out of here.
I tell you it'll only take a
Will you
minute.
get out of here?
No.
What did you say?
Come on, Billy. I'll drop in at Bascom's bank and pick up some small change for the carousel. I'll be back in a few minutes for your answer to my proposition.
Don't look at me like that. I ain't afraid of you. I ain't afraid of anyone. I've got something to tell you.
Well, then tell me. And make it quick.
I can't tell it so quick. Why don't you drink your coffee?
Is that what you wanted to tell me?
No, by the time you drink it, I'll have told you.
Well?
Yesterday my head ached, and you asked me,
Yeah?
well, you see, that's what it is.
What, are you sick?
No, it's nothing like that. It's awful hard to tell you. I'm not a bit scared because it's a perfectly natural thing.
What is?
Well, when two people live together,
Yes?
I'm gonna have a baby.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, Jigga. Julie's gonna have a baby.
Yeah, what about it?
Nothing.
Well, you know, my mother had a baby once.
He in there with her? They're having it out, I bet. When he comes back to me, I ain't gonna let him hang around with you anymore. You know that, don't you?
Common woman.
Ain't gonna let him get in your clutches. Everyone who gets mixed up with you finishes in the jailhouse or the grave.
Tramp. Come in between a man and his wife.
I'm in between nothing. They don't belong together. Nobody knows him like I do. And nobody's gonna get him away from me neither. And that goes for you.
Well, who wants him? If he's gonna get himself mixed in with a wobbly head slut like you, what good would he be to me?
He won't be no good to you. And he won't end up with a policeman's bullet in his heart neither. Like that Roberts boy you hung around with last year. Wish that bullet had got you, you sleek-eyed wall rat!
Whore.
Yeah, call names, but I got him back just the same, and you're through.
Well, why don't you put a new coat of paint on it? You're starting to peel. Oh, pleasure boat. Ha!
You're still here.
Didn't you tell me to come back? Here, you've been wanting an advance on your salary. Well, that's only fair. You've been out of work a long time.
Go home, Mrs. Mullin.
What's the matter with you?
Can't you see I'm having my breakfast? Get back to your carousel.
You mean you ain't coming with me?
Get out of here. Get.
I'll never speak to you again. Not if you're dying, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that worries me a lot.
What did she tell you in there?
She told me.
Some lies about me, I bet.
No. Nothing about you, Mrs. Mullin. Just about me and Julie. And as a matter of fact, Mrs. Mullin, I'm gonna be a father.
You! Julie!
Get out of here, Mrs. Mullins.
You, a father!
Get the hell away from here, Mrs. Mullins! I bet he'll call me the old man. I bet he'll think I can lick every other fella's father. Well, I can. I'll bet that he'll turn out to be the spin image of his dad. But he'll have more common sense than his puddin'-headed father ever had. I'll teach him to wrestle and dive through the waves when we go in the morning for our swims. His mother can teach him the way to behave, but she won't make a sissy out of him. Not him, not my boy. Not Bill. Oh, Bill. Bill. My boy Bill, I will see that he's named after me. I will. My boy Bill, he'll be tall and as tough as a tree. Will Bill, like a tree, he'll grow with his head held high and his feet planted firm on the ground. And you won't see nobody dare to try to boss him or toss him around. No fat bottom, flabby face bully will boss him around. I don't give a damn what he does, as long as he does what he likes. He can sit on his tail or work on a rail with a hammer and spikes. He can ferry a boat on a river or paddle a pack on his back, or work up and down the streets of a town with a whip and a horse and a hack. He can haul the skull along a canal, run a cow around a corral, or maybe bark for a carousel. Of course it takes talent to do that well. He might make a champ of the heavyweights or a fella that sells you glue, or president of the United States, that'd be alright too. His mother would like that, but he wouldn't have to be president unless he wanted to. Not Bill. My boy Bill, he'll be tall and as tough as a tree. Will Bill, like a tree, he'll grow with his head held high and his feet planted firm on the ground. And you won't see nobody dare to try to boss him or toss him around. No fat-bottomed, flabby-faced, pot-bellied, buggy-eyed bastards will boss him around. Say, why am I taking on like this? My kid ain't even been born yet. I can see him when he's 17 or so, and starting in to go with a girl. I can give him lots of pointers, very sound, on the way to get round any girl. I can tell him wait a minute. What the hell? What if he is a girl? What would I do with her? What can I do for her? A bum with no money. You can have fun with a son, but you've got to be a father to a girl. She mightn't be so bad as that. A kid with ribbons in her hair. A kind of neat and petite little tintype of her mother. What a pair! My little girl, pink and white as peaches and cream, is she? My little girl is half again as bright as girls are meant to be. Dozens of boys pursue her, many a likely lad does what he can to woo her from her faithful dad. She has a few pink and white young fellas of 2 or 3, but my little girl gets hungry every night, and she comes home to me. Oh, my little girl! My little girl! I gotta get ready before she comes. I gotta make certain that she won't be dragged up in slums with a lot of bums like me. She's got to be sheltered and fed and dressed in the best that money can buy. I never knew how to make money, but I'll try, by God, I'll try. I'll go out and make it, or steal it, or take
get going. Come help us carry everything to the boats.
All right, then, you're coming. Didn't need to have a fit about it.
Hey, Billy, what's that Julie says about you not going to the clam bake?
I don't know. Maybe I will go now.
Well, I'll tell Julie you're coming. She'll be tickled pink.
Well, Jigga, I've changed my mind about the clam bake. I'll do everything like you said. But I've got to get money for the baby, you see?
Sure, the baby. But did you get the knife?
What knife?
Listen, I only got a pocket knife. We'll need a real one if he shows a fight.
I ain't got one.
Listen, go to the kitchen and take that one.
If someone sees me.
Well, take it so they don't see you.
Billy, is it true? Are you coming?
Oh, yes. I think so, yes.
We'll have a barrel of fun. I'll show you all over the island. I know every inch of it. I've been going to picnics there since I've been a little girl.
Billy, better go get that,
Get what?
Why?
the shawl. Billy said you ought to have a shawl since it gets so cold at night. Ain't that what you said?
That's right. A shawl. I'll go get it.
That was thoughtful of you.
Come on, all! June is busting out all over. The flowers busting from the sea. And the pleasant life of Riley that is spoken of so highly is life that everybody wants to lead. Because it's June. June, June, June. Just because it's June. June, June. Because it's June.